Alrighty, we got The Story of the Fitness Industry by Matos. Okay, let me see.
Hello guys, I'm back. Yesterday I took a walk through my hometown and I found myself drifting into some not so great memories of Halloween night. As
Oh,
I
fuck.
passed the nightclub where Matos has been doing all sorts of things for years, I noticed that the girl who gave me a sloppy toppy at 4 a.m. 2 weeks ago on Halloween night was still in her homeless costume, sitting on the same corner of the street.
Uh.
So that's what my parole officer meant when he said that was low even for you, Matos, as he drove me home that night. Anyway, reality hit me hard, so I ran back home to search for the magic potion of forgetting.
Hell yeah.
3 hours later, and here I am, sick, lying on my bed, scrolling through YouTube. And when I saw that most fitness content creators are still talking about Andrew Eubank joining.
Oh yeah. So I saw this too, and this is like Greg Doucette's little doodad. Uh, bro, like the only person that cares about like some dude being on steroids, it should be like that person. Like no one else cares. No. I mean, understandably, that a lot of this person's audience, like Andrew Eubank's audience, is like people that are his age and younger. Um, when I was a little kid, I was very impressionable, and I looked up to people that did steroids, but I didn't know they did steroids. I just thought, they just looked like that through a lot of hard work and all that shit. It wasn't until I got older that I realized that that person did steroids and blah blah blah. That pretty much, well, not pretty much, but it somewhat gives them less credibility on you know, like, oh, you can achieve this physique, just do what I do. But meanwhile, they don't talk about the fact that they did steroids or anything like that. Um, yeah, I watched WWE, WWF back in the day. What else? I saw all the action movies with like Arnold Schwarzenegger and who else? Like all the Expendables bros, Sylvester Stallone, so on and so forth. Of course, I thought they were. Well, honestly, as like a little kid, it didn't really matter to me of their natural status or their steroid status. That didn't matter to me as a kid. The only thing that I saw that mattered was like the look. Um, so from that perspective, on well, actually, like if any of those people that I looked up to would have tried to sell me some shit and I had money, I could have probably been persuaded to buy shit from them. But I was uh, like I was raised by like a single mom, one job. What else? Like I had a sister. It was just me and her. Um, we didn't have a lot of money like growing up, so even if I wanted something, I could. It was like such a hassle to like ask her for like, oh, can I get this for my favorite celebrity or influencer, bro? Like, bro, $4.25 was already a big ass for like a booster pack for Pokemon cards and shit, dude. So
The dark side, the following thought suddenly hit me. The era of fake natties back in the day really backfired. Remember the prime Gymshark era?
yeah, I
Remember
remember this
their
era.
18-year-old
I was there for
natural
that.
athletes dominating social media and motivating naive teenagers with verbal diarrhea that boiled down to, if I could do it, you can do it too. What's your excuse? Remember how
Oh man, yeah, I was there for this era too. I saw this stuff on the internet, and I mean, I think even now, if I try to remember, I don't know if it like if I came to the realization that all these dudes are on steroids and shit. I don't remember what I thought as like a young person. I just thought like, oh, a bunch of dudes all jacked and tan. That's awesome. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm gonna go do P90X. I'm gonna go watch some Dragon Ball Z. I'm gonna go do some Taekwondo. Maybe do a little tricking back in the day, and do just be active. And that's about as far as I took it. I never the thought of like taking like extracurricular drugs never even dawned on me because I didn't think that drugs would be able to help that much. Like I didn't have anybody around me that was like a doctor or anything trying to advise me or anything like that. Like, oh, don't do stuff. Like I didn't have anything. So if it's just simply not around, you don't really think about doing it. Like I've never done well, I can't say never. It's been a while since I've like had any like alcohol, or I've never done drugs or anything like that. Like I am a self-proclaimed square gamer bro that just goes to the gym sometimes. Um, yeah.
Perceptions of a natural, healthy, muscular physique slowly started to change into something that's
Honestly, I would imagine all these dudes watch Dragon Ball Z as well. 100%. That's what I would guess. Maybe not everyone, but they would have had to have been influenced by something like some Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone movie, Goku going into the Super Saiyan, whatever. They had to have.
unachievable and unsustainable for 99% of people, even with performance-enhancing drugs. And remember how, by no one's surprise of course, these unattainable physiques were rewarded and promoted by social media.
Yeah.
You probably remember. And if you're older, you know that this started even before social media existed, just on a smaller scale. Anyway, lies and hypocrisy have short legs, and can only last so long before quote-unquote the powder keg explodes and tips the scales completely. It's happened countless times throughout history, and you would think we'd have learned from it by now, right? Wrong, because this is exactly what happened in the fitness industry. Sure, the latter was never a breeding ground.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this dude, like Liver King, aka Brian Johnson, not the I'm gonna live forever guy. This is like the red skin tan guy that eats organs and shit. He tried to do the fake natty thing. Live like a primal person, like a caveman back in the day. Except little do you know that he has like millions of dollars and can just afford to live like that. Everything is a luxury. Um, Take it with a grain of salt. You can like him or not, whatever. This person is a clown. He's a liar. Trend twins. They come out and just straight up say, yes, we take steroids. And that's all you can take them for. And they're really funny. No, like these guys aren't trying to lie to you. This guy tried to lie. Got caught multiple times. Whatever. Trend twins. I mean, they're not trying to lie to you in any way, shape, or form. So it seems like the trend for the fitness industry is to either just be a natural person and have like an okay physique and put yourself up to the internet and whatever judgments and criticisms they have for you, or just start doing steroids and don't lie about doing steroids. Those are the only two paths, because if you try to lie and do the fake natty thing, it will eventually come out, because you can't really hide a ballin' looking physique and claim natty. It's really tough.
For great minds, but even the Germans learned it the second time.
Oh yeah, that dude, the fake weights dude.
The bubble these influencers and their sponsors blew up with the motto "keep bombarding them with bullshit and hope they don't notice what's really going on" finally burst and struck back with full force. We've gone from fake natties pushing their healthy diets and absolutely brain-dead workout plans and attributing their physiques to those plans, to teenagers blasting tren while eating 5 steaks.
Yeah, this is crazy. That's a teenager. Like, holy shit, dude. I mean, like I said, dude, the general trend in the fitness industry right now, if you're gonna work out, you can either not do steroids or you can. I mean, that's the options that you have. Most people, I would say, are trying to not do steroids, but for those people that want to take like an extra competitive edge, uh, and it's like, you, here's the thing: like, if you want like that little extra oomph, you pretty much have to compete because when you compete in like bodybuilding and shit, it's generally understood, and you're going for like your IFBB like pro card or something like that. In that organization, it's generally understood that all those dudes are blasting like PEDs and whatnot. Um, so not only do you have to be an influencer, you have to be a competitor as well. Because if you're just like an influencer that's just really good looking with like a sick physique, people are gonna question it on like, hey, is this guy doing steroids? He got the steroid look. He kind of got the traps. He got the capped shoulders, the dilts. He's just juiced out of his mind. He's got a little bit of acne here and there on his chest, on his back. He's got a little bit of redness everywhere. It's like all the signs are kind of pointing towards it, and it's like he's just doing steroids casually and being a fitness influencer, bro. Um, that look is not so good. Not like the look of the physique. I'm talking about like as a brand. If you're gonna take steroids, you may as well compete. Because if you're not, you are simply a clown. You are abusing steroids for no reason.
Takes per day. And no, the latter is not just being accepted, it's being glorified. See the pattern here, Sherlock? Open Instagram, find a few gym meme pages, and all you'll see is "let's blast Rambro." And yes, I understand sarcasm and jokes better than most actually, but nevertheless, you can still see what the big picture is. In short, unattainable fake natty physiques remain the standard, and the perspective on what natural progression should look like has completely shifted. More and more gym bros are turning to steroids to achieve those physiques because they realized it's literally impossible to get there naturally. They're open about it,
and also, if natural physiques that are just like awesome, like natural physiques, did well on social media, I think more people would like lean towards doing that. But since they don't, like natural physiques don't get the clicks, natural physiques don't get the views, nobody cares really. Because if they did, all the natural people would be on top, and all the steroid people would be like below them in terms of like views and whatnot. What's popping, what's trending on like social media and whatnot. But no, people want to see like the tippity top 1% freak people that are just like crazy looking. They want to see a comic book character in real life. Remember when you first tried to draw like a DBZ character and they look all like bubbly and shit with like, it's like, okay, yeah, good time, good first try drawing like a human, but it's like everything is just completely out of whack. Everything just looks like ovals and circles and blah blah blah. But what people do in real life is that they give all the views to these people that are actively trying to look like that. Like a 5-year-old drew them, like a 5-year-old's image of like a muscle person. That's where all the views are going. They're not going to like the aesthetic svelte, that word, like bro. I mean, understandably, I will say that like the classic physique category has been popping off hard since like Chris Bumstead started like making waves for like the last 5-6 years or whatever. And I think that category has been growing in popularity, but still, the entire category is still like riddled with like PED use. Yes, it's not as like crazy looking as like bodybuilding, where it's like the absolute peak craziness look. Physique is like a little more slender and aesthetic looking. But last time I checked, the IFBB, I don't think they have like a natty category.
In many cases, they're even
I could be
glorified.
wrong.
It's actually pretty simple. You have to be extreme, even to the point of damaging your health, and you'll be rewarded on social media. Natural lifting is now considered doing it the hard way, which really boils my blood. It's the normal way, people. Seriously, if you don't have major health issues, it's the fucking easy way. Yes, it
Yeah.
will take you a decade, yes, you will have to bulk, and yes, you won't look photoshoot ready 90% of the time. The cherry on top of this shit cake is Alex Eubank hopping on juice. Why? Because compared to physiques like David Lade's, Jeff Sides, or even Sam Sulek's on the more extreme end, Alex's physique is considered mid. Look how far we've come. Imagine being afraid to bulk for a year or two and hitting 14 to 15% body fat, which is still lean and actually the healthiest range for most men. Nice one, boys. And no, I'm not defending or supporting him, it was a
I mean, the whole thing with like the Alex Eubank, like having like a mid physique, bro, he still looks good. But I mean, I guess that he's not happy with his current statistics or current income of money based off of his social media. And so because of that, he's like, okay, fuck it. I'll just jump on steroids for a little bit and I'll do it in like a okay, healthy way. And just see what happens. So I mean, I don't really know. I don't really care. Like I've like dabbled watching like Alex Eubank shit, and I was just like, oh, he's cool. It's not bad. He's like a down to earth dude, just chilling, playing games and watching anime and shit. I'd probably have beer with him, but I'm not like actively consuming every video that he like puts out or whatever.
brain dead decision in my opinion, but let me tell you something. The people who are now the loudest in his comments, giving him L's because he hopped on, are the same ones who were calling him skinny just a few months ago, spamming Sam Sulek gifs in his comments and constantly comparing his mid-physique to Sam's. And consequently, even more teens
I mean, the chat, the comments, they'll always get to you. They will always find the one thing to like tick you off, to piss you off, whatever. And if that's gonna be like the straw that broke the camel's back and allow you to like go like finally go take steroids or whatever, I mean, it's whatever. Like, I don't control you. You're an adult. Do whatever you want to do. It don't matter to me. I mean, but what I would be curious about is that if he thinks jumping on steroids is going to get him more views, what's going to happen? Like, what is actually going to happen? Like, is he going to get more views like he thinks? Or is it just going to, like, plateau and, like, because essentially, it's like, this is a chart. Are the views going to go like this? Or are the views going to go like this? You know, if you're Andrew Eubanks, you're gonna, or was it Alex? God damn it, stupid Sam Sulek clip. I fucking forgot his name. I'm sorry. He wants this line, but what could possibly happen is this line, or potentially, maybe even this line. Oh, it goes down. Who knows?
are or will be thinking about hopping on gear. Here is something I've been wondering about, and it might give you something to think about. What will happen to these kids that are now blasting gear because of these cancerous trends? What they don't realize is that using gear is a lifetime commitment, and most of them won't be professional bodybuilders or fitness models. They won't be paying their bills by just having muscles.
Yeah, all the people you see competing at the IFBB, for every one person you see on stage, there's probably like hundreds and thousands of other guys that have not made it onto the stage. That's the part you don't see. And that's like a scary amount.
I know, harsh truth, but it's reality. That instant gratification
And
will
girls.
hit them hard in the long term. In my opinion, we are about to see yet another 180 in the next few years because people will get so fed up with this bullshit and we will end up stuck in this endless loop, jumping from one extreme to another. It's literally the story of the fitness industry. This was a bit shorter video for me, but I just wanted to share my thoughts on all this. Your opinion in the comments would be much appreciated. Like and share for the algorithm, and see you soon.
Why ego lifting is gay? What? Oh my god. Yeah, the fitness industry, it goes up and down, man. It's literally just like you said. First, there's like well, was there ever an era of like the natties being on top of like the fitness industry? I don't really remember. Maybe there was, maybe there wasn't. Um, but then it was like, but like it's like the natties ruled, and then the fake natties tried to come in, and then it's like, okay, fuck being a fake natty. If I'm gonna do steroids, just say I'm gonna do steroids. Okay, great. And like that's where we're at. But then, I don't really like watch that much like fitness YouTube anymore. Um, uh, I don't know, man. The whole like thing of like infinitely going at like this ebb and flow of natty, fake natty, just outright just say you do steroids thing, and then what's the next step? Are you gonna? Is it gonna like go back into like people looking for natty content? Like everything has already been done in the fitness industry. Like every type of video, educational, funny, everything's been done. Like competition stuff. I don't know, man. We'll just see. But you know, overall, cool video. I thought it was pretty funny. But yeah, looking forward to the next one. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. All right, later.